Is Parker Schnabel and Rick Ness Gold Rush bromance over? Parker Schnabel has been posting photos on social media from his latest gold mining adventure. This time, he appears to be seeking gold in Papua New Guinea. His energetic team includes some familiar Gold Rush Parker's trail faces, including wilderness expert pal Carla Ann, who was in the first 2 episodes, and cameraman Sam Brown, who joined the team in Vienna, replacing James Lavelle, who Parker stopped speaking to when they returned from their old-style Alaskan adventure. Yet, there is no Rick Ness to freak out over spiders and creepy crawlers. Does this mean that the longtime Gold Rush bromance between Parker and Rick is over? Before becoming a gold miner, Rick Ness grew up working at his dad's construction company using big trucks and machinery. The 6'5" Ness played college football, but his potential pro career ended with an injury. A Renaissance man, Rick began playing stand-up bass and toured with the 5-piece 357 string band. That led him to eastern Alaska, where he met up with young gold miner Parker Schnabel. Rick impressed Parker so much that a few months later, he asked Rick to join his team. Rick joined Gold Rush in Season 3. After a few seasons learning the ropes, Rick was the obvious choice for foreman. Although friends, over the years, the two have butted heads on many occasions. For example, in Season 8, Rick had gone home to spend time with his mother who was battling cancer. Parker changed things around on Rick's claim. The usually affable foreman was frustrated and felt micromanaged when he returned. He clearly wanted to make his own rules. Before Rick went to Vienna with Parker to film Season 2 of Gold Rush, Parker's Trail, Rick was offered his own gold claim. Rick was given the chance to move on and make his own rules. Parker knew that Rick was a hard worker, and although he was sad to let him go, Parker realized that his foreman was ambitious and capable of becoming successful in this new challenge. Parker also indicated that although the two of them would always see each other, their relationship was not going to be the same again. Gold mining is an all-consuming business. They may get together for beers, or Rick may pick Parker's brain for advice. It is not the same as working towards the same ambitious goal. Now the two best pals are competitors, and the bromance fading. Gold Rush fans have witnessed how Rick's personal life had become complicated as his mother fought brain cancer. Rick was with his mom as her brain cancer worsened and shared the tragic news that the doctors told her that they were out of treatment options. Their relationship was beautiful and loving. His youthful mom was always eager to show off her son, and devoted son Rick was always there to care for her. After she tragically passed away in the early spring, Rick was barely able to take time to mourn her loss as he had to frantically prepare for his first season as mine boss. Rick had less than 3 weeks to accomplish what normally takes several months. Although the season started with Parker warning him that no one makes money their first year, it is obvious that making money is Rick's only option. He brought a team of friends to join him on this gold mining adventure, and he had their friendship and his house on the line. Meanwhile, Parker has had plenty of issues with inept crew members and natural disasters. Unlike before, he is not taking it out on anyone as he did with Rick Ness. Although Discovery has not officially announced anything, Parker Schnabel's Instagram posts have made it clear that the next season of Gold Rush, Parker's Trail, will be from Papua New Guinea. Where is Rick Ness? His social media indicates that he spent Thanksgiving with family and hanging with his mom's dog Ruby. We don't know if he was invited to go to Papua New Guinea. Odds are, he may have decided that resting up and preparing for next season was a better use of his time. Then again, these sorts of adventure treks never really been Rick's thing. When Parker was promoting the first season of Parker's Trail, he did say that having Rick there was a bit of an experiment. Parker indicated that Ness was not built for this. Perhaps now that Rick Ness is a mining boss, he is more confident leading. Maybe this confidence allows him to say no to Parker. We can only guess that Rick's real reason for not venturing to Papua New Guinea will be revealed in future Gold Rush episodes. What is interesting is that Carla N. Charlton is back again on Parker's team and quest the pilgrimage to gold mine in new places every year. Last year, during mining season, she worked for Parker Schnabel, but she is now part of Rick Ness and his misfit team of adventurer friends. Does Carla N's friendship with both miners indicate anything? Possibly. Most likely the two men are still good friends and share similar gold mining friends. They are now on very different and busy paths to remain. The bromance may appear. What are your thoughts about Rick Ness not going to Papua New Guinea with Parker Schnabel? Are you looking forward to a new season of Gold Rush, Parker's Trail? Let us know your predictions in the comments. Don't miss watching the new episodes of Gold Rush Season 9 on Fridays on Discovery. The start date of Gold Rush, Parker's Trail Season 3 has yet to be announced. Georgia Macatello has several decades of writing experience, including travel writing, tech writing, art history analysis, and now entertainment writing. She loves to share the latest news on rom-coms and mysteries. Is Parker Schnabel and Rick Ness Gold Rush bromance over? The relationship between Parker Schnabel and Rick Ness has been one of the most fascinating dynamics in the world of Gold Rush. Over the years, fans have watched as the two miners, first as mentor and protege, and later as business partners, built a remarkable friendship. Their bond was often seen as one of the heartwarming aspects of the show, with viewers enamored by their camaraderie and shared passion for gold mining. However, recent seasons have left fans wondering, is the once strong bromance between Parker Schnabel and Rick Ness over? The beginning of their journey when Rick Ness first appeared on Gold Rush in 2012, he was a relatively unknown figure to fans. He was introduced as a member of Parker Schnabel's crew, and their relationship quickly became a standout aspect of the show. Parker, at the time, was still a young miner under the guidance of his grandfather, John Schnabel, and Rick was there to assist and learn. Despite their age difference, a bond formed between them, grounded in mutual respect and a shared work ethic. Rick's down-to-earth demeanor and determination meshed well with Parker's driven and ambitious nature. As time went on, Rick and Parker's partnership evolved, with Parker becoming more and more independent and taking on larger challenges. By the time Parker began mining his own claim in the Klondike, Rick had already established himself as one of the most loyal and hardworking members of Parker's team. In many ways, the duo represented the ideal mentor-protege relationship, with Parker's leadership and Rick's skill complementing each other. A shift in the relationship despite their apparent success. Cracks began to form in the friendship as their relationship evolved. In Gold Rush Season 9, the dynamics between Parker and Rick began to shift. Rick, after years of being by Parker's side, decided it was time for a new challenge. He struck out on his own, leaving Parker's operation to start his own mining venture. This move marked a significant turning point in their relationship. While there was no public confrontation or fallout, the decision was telling. Rick's departure from Parker's team seemed to suggest a desire for independence and growth, yet it also signaled the end of a chapter in their bromance. Parker was undoubtedly disappointed by Rick's departure, but he understood that Rick needed to chart his own path. The two men shared a mutual understanding of the pressure and ambition that came with mining, and Parker knew that Rick was more than capable of leading his own crew. Despite this, the sense of loss was palpable. Fans, too, were disappointed to see the duo's partnership come to an end, as their relationship had become a defining feature of the show. The role of competition when Rick Ness embarked on his own mining journey, it was clear that the competition between the two former friends would become a central theme. As Rick started his own operation, he faced significant challenges, not only from the harsh realities of mining in the Klondike, but also from the expectations that came with stepping out of Parker's shadow. Although Parker expressed support for Rick's new venture, there were still moments of tension, as both men realized that mining success often comes at the expense of friendships. On the other hand, Parker was also facing increasing pressure. As a young miner with an established reputation, his operation was under a magnifying glass, and the weight of his family legacy rested on his shoulders. With Rick no longer part of his team, Parker had to find new ways to build his crew, maintain his mining operations, and protect his position in the competitive world of gold mining. In contrast, Rick, though faced with his own set of challenges, appeared to be thriving in his independence. His confidence grew as he managed his own claim and worked towards his own goals. The transition from friendship to competition seemed to fuel both men's desire for success. The friendly rivalry that developed between them added a layer of complexity to their dynamic. While they both publicly supported each other, it was clear that the nature of their relationship had changed. No longer were they simply working side by side, but rather, they were competing to see who could strike it rich first. The impact on their friendship as seasons progressed.